Hey, welcome in, Omzi. I'm debating on if I want to do this guy right now or if I want to do the scorpion. The scorpion's gonna be harder and probably take longer. Kind of leaning towards it. Oh, my stand's falling out. Sorry. Stuff's falling everywhere. My stand was falling out. Thank you, Omzi. I appreciate that. Damn, music went hard all of a sudden. Turn it down a notch. And the goal is to kind of get that depth like we have with this guy here with his tails kind of going around. This guy is less of a travel, his tail does. So his tail kind of goes around. But on the side, it's just like some poison dripping down. If you guys are hanging out, feel free to tap that like button, subscribe even. Gotta give him some little crooked looking claws. This song's a little heavy right now. It was almost over anyway. Nice. Could have just waited 10 seconds. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone's weekend been? Hey, thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, he's gonna be a bit more like this guy. He'll have that dark black on the background, and then he'll be kind of a tan color. And then we'll kind of have the poison be a different color. We'll see. Sorry. Oh, snowstorm. Wow. Australia. I was gonna say you're definitely not anywhere near me if you're getting snow. And you spent it jumping onto my stream, so I appreciate that. I'm getting pretty good at those drip textures. If I told you poison types was one of my favorite Pokemon types, would you believe me? I love Pokemon, dude. I'm such a Pokemon nerd. Give me little monsters I can collect, and I'm there, man. Hey, welcome in, L. Yeah, no, I played so much Pokemon growing up. Yeah, we got another design here we're going to be doing. I haven't shown him off yet. We may not do his line work today, but we'll kind of see. But we have the smoke that kind of travels around. It kind of billows past the borders. It's kind of cool. I really like this piece. Same kind of style. It's going to have that black background. And then kind of tan as the shading. And then the stark border. Thank you. I really appreciate that. They're very 3D pieces, and I like doing that. It's kind of fun doing 3D pieces. Like the scorpion has his tail kind of wrap around. Anyone got any fun Sunday plans? Hey, thank you, Rye. I appreciate that. Hey, we just started him. Oh, hell yeah. Looks like a scorpion god. Yeah, he kind of is. His tail kind of wraps around too. I was just showing it off. We're gonna have that same kind of border going around, but his tail kind of like just wraps around the border, and his claws kind of go past it too. Here, I'm gonna do this. Swap you over here. Put you over here, so I can use you as an armrest. How much will he cost? I mean, all these guys, probably, some of these more detailed coffins are probably going to be around the 100 range. I will probably be selling the Scorpion. He looks pretty cool, but he's like not even like my favorite design. Everyone has their own favorite designs. I honestly really am going to have a hard time selling him. Because I really like that Beast in a Box guy. I haven't given him a name yet. I need to give him a better name. Jumanji. Beast in a Box? I don't know. I just think of Jack in the Box.
Tell me the truth. I'm waiting. No more lies. Look into my eyes. I did not get this far by falling to my knees. You should know. I am made of liquid mercury. I have no fear. I am your darkest fantasy, a divine entity.
Yeah, $20. Bullshit.
I am sanctified.
I'm sure they would, but then I'd be way out of my time on work. Go spend hours on a project and sell it for $20. Playing in the dirt, hell yeah. Got some yard work planned. That sounds pretty good. Nice. Hopefully it's a nice day for you. Not too hot. Yeah. I mean, even supplies alone, it's probably... I bought like all 6 of these coffins for like 40, 50 bucks, 40 bucks, something like that. So... the wood itself is not cheap either. I mean, it's not canvas material. Canvas is way more expensive, but it's still not cheap. There's this artist I follow on like TikTok and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. He does like art pieces, sells his for like thousands and thousands, and I'm like, how do I get to that? I don't know if I want to get to that. Like I do, but I don't. I'm impatiently shading in here a little because it was looking bothersome to me and I wanted to give it some depth. Yeah, now it's more of a Nasher claw. That claw will mess you up. Hey, welcome in, lovely auto race. Embroidery's really cool. I love embroidery. I've always like I don't know if I'd get into it, but like I wanted embroidered stuff, like patches and cool like creepy stuff. That would be awesome. You guys make cool patches and stuff. I do trades and stuff as well. I love trading with fellow artists. I do it all the time at my markets. Interesting. Am I doing anything big for Halloween this year? I mean, maybe. I might do some like project stuff, like Halloween, big Halloween project or something, but I don't know. Not like me personally. I don't really have much going on. I will probably have a market around that time, so I'll be getting ready for that in some capacity. Working on a whole bunch of projects. It's kind of Halloween year round here. That's still coming up. So it's on like the 17th of this month now. So it's in August. I do have an online store. It's in my description. Just check the description and it's in there. These guys, the coffins aren't going to be up there quite yet, and especially for a while because I have a show I am bringing them to in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Um, but after that, I will be working through and putting a whole bunch of my works on my website. There's still like almost 90 things up there though. I do got business cards. I go out a lot. We official in this beach. I appreciate you though. Yeah, I actually want to make it into like a brand at some point. I have plans to like possibly even make T-shirts and like decals, prints, stuff like that. Stuff that's a bit more tangible and affordable for some people. Because like $100 wood burning is not really affordable for everyone, but like a $20-$30 hoodie or a shirt or something like in between there or something like that. Hell yeah! Like this on the back of a hoodie would look sick. I got a lot of designs I feel like would look really cool on hoodies or t-shirts. Thank you, I appreciate that. Reassurance is always appreciated. Clean, looking clean so far. Yeah, I've thought about coloring them. The problem is it's just not really my vibe at the end of the day. It's kind of like a black and white artist in tattooing. I don't feel comfortable doing color because I'm not good with color. I'm very good at black and gray and dark colors and stuff like that. So I have no problem with it. I think it's great artistry. I don't know. I don't know if it's for me. Yeah, it's kind of how I feel. Like I tried tattooing for a while. I still do tattoo every now and then. Um, and I like it. I really do think it's an awesome, thing, but it's just I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's my calling. I would love to try to make money from it at some point, but I don't know. Wood burning seems like my thing. Yeah, this plated tail is gonna look so sick. And the plates kind of morph and wrap around too. How long was I doing tats? Not very long. I've given myself like 10, and I've done probably at least 20 sheets of fake skin. So I've done a fair amount of tattooing. I just a skin to fake skin is a very different thing. Skin reacts very differently to a needle gun than regular stuff. So it's just it's a totally different experience doing it on skin, and it's also anxiety inducing when you have to do it on someone else. Because if I make a mistake on the wood burning, so what? Like it's whatever. But if I make a mistake on someone's body, then I fucked up. So that would be kind of a mental hurdle for me. Like I feel very little pressure doing this art. Like I can do whatever I want. If I make a mistake, whatever. Like I can do with it, whatever. But if I make a mistake tattooing on someone's body, I'm gonna like have a panic attack, man. Gotta remember about the wraparound. Start making this guy a little smaller, this guy a little bigger, and same with this guy. Depth is a weird perception. You have to like do weird stuff with your brain to get it to work. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Yeah, yeah. Like guys doing tattoos out of their garage is definitely not. It's something I've seen, and something I've experienced myself. So it's like, yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be safe. Tattoo infections are not something to mess around with. Yeah, like scorpions in general actually don't use their stinger very often. It's actually like generally like a last course. Thank you, Cass. As I get flustered. But no, it's like a last case scenario. Like scorpions don't like using their tail, kind of like a wasp or a bee doesn't like using their stinger very well. Wasps like using their stinger. Bees don't because bees have their own reasons. Point being, scorpions are not very hostile. Interesting. I meant with like humans. Yeah, but generally like getting stung by a scorpion is pretty uncommon unless you're sitting there trying to piss it off. Like there's definitely a lot of scorpion stings per year, but not as much as you'd think, especially in areas that are highly populated with them. Oh yeah, such a weird question. No, I do not. Yeah, it's kind of like accidental bitings on. I gotta lock in. Some of this is looking odd to me. Accidental bitings on snakes and stuff. Like snakes are not inclined to bite you. Some are. There are more violent species, but generally, if you're gonna get bit by a snake, it's because you were in its territory. Snakes don't want to bite you unless they have to. I've been bit plenty of times, and it was probably because I A, smelled like food, or B, pissed them off. Yep. Yeah, it's 0000000. Sorry, plugging in my phone. It gave me a notification that it was dying. How's everyone doing today? Oh yeah, and the expiration is 0000. Sorry, I'm kind of locking in here. How's everyone doing? I'm not paying attention to the chat very much. You know, it's fun to be flirted with every now and then. Who cares? Oop, it's a rough circle. We'll work them out. It's a bit of a rough area right now. Where's the trusty knife? Big Steve. Sort of. Of course, I want to hear about you guys too. It's I have the voice here. I can talk to you guys easily, but I can't really hear about you guys very much. So I like asking about your guys' day. My day's going pretty good. It's early morning for me, so I haven't really done much. I sometimes I have this problem where if like I have something I have to do, I will spend all day worrying about it until I do it. I'm sure some of you guys have that problem. It's basically called task paralysis, and I sometimes even get that with streams. I'll be like, oh, I want to stream today, and I'll be like, well, I can't do anything else until I go stream, and so then I sit there and wait and like pretend like, oh, I'm not gonna stream yet, and then I'm like, finally just I'm like, let's just go stream, get it out of the way, and then relax for the rest of the day. Not that I hate streaming. I actually quite like it. But it feels like I have to get it out of the way first. Thank you, Cass. I appreciate that. You have what? I'm confused. Oh, like task paralysis? There we go. That maybe is working it out. I'm like, what did I just talk about? Yeah, it's like an ADHD thing. Yes, especially doctor's appointments or like something's coming up. You got something in like 6 hours, but it's like you can't relax until that 6 hours is ready. Got to schedule everything in the morning, or you're gonna feel like the whole day you're gonna be stressed out about the fact that you have an appointment at 5 p.m. Yeah, I get that so bad. So I feel you. Did you guys know that scorpions have a little extra set of claws as a mouth? Like, have you ever seen a scorpion mouth? It literally is like like an extra pair of claws that like grabs stuff and brings it into their mouth. So like picture the mouth like right here. They like there's like claws that like grab it and bring it into the mouth. It's like freakiest thing ever. Like the fact that scorpions are not aliens is kind of a surprise to me. Crab is a different. Crab is. I don't think they have that same little mouth piece. Like these guys have a. It's almost like an extra set of arms because it comes out. Y'all gotta look up pictures of or videos of a scorpion eating. It's weird. I asked this question yesterday, but I'll ask it again. If you could ride any animal into battle, what would it be? And not we're not talking like a bear or a moose, things you can actually ride. I'm talking about like stuff you can't ride. Stuff like a scorpion or like a snake or like I'd pick a centipede cuz then it'd be like riding a train into battle cuz it'd be like a mile long and you're just on like the front segment. A cassowary. I mean, they're almost big enough to ride already, so that almost doesn't count. But I'll give you points because that's badass. Big ass emu, emu, little dinosaur. It's a good answer. I'm not. I'm not. That's why I'm like, you still get points for that because it's a good answer. I feel like any bug would be a good answer. Like a dragonfly, an ant, even would be kind of freaky. A giant beetle. A dragon. I mean, that. I guess that's an animal. I guess that counts. We'll count it. We got Saris Targaryen. Is that her name? I always forget her name. We have the dragon lady over here. Okay, I'm all for grungy songs, but I don't know about this one. Yep, so just dragon. But yeah, dragonfly would be sick. Giant potato bug. Hell yeah. I love potato bugs, man. Isopods are my favorite. One of my favorite bugs. Kind of moving these legs up a little. Sorry, had a little bit of a hiccup there. Anyone watching any good TV right now? Any good horror movies? Don't mess up those lines. Okay. I wasn't planning on it. Such a weird comment. It's like you're attempting to be a troll, but it's just not landing. Hey, welcome in, gender fluid frog. Turn the friggin' frogs gay. I am not in Cali, no. Close, Pacific Northwest. Hey, thank you, gender fluid frog. I don't know why I feel like I need to say that in a Western accent. Probably because I think of Alex Jones. I don't know if my one of my favorite Alex Jones jokes is stream safe, so I can't say that. I was just gonna. It's the. Are you trying to have sex with me? It's a hilarious meme when he's just like some random dude's just talking to him. He's just like, "Are you trying to have sex with me?" But it's in like a west. He's wearing like a cowboy hat. You guys have seen the meme. Why am I explaining it? Yes, actually, frogs are. That is correct. Well, they're not gender fluid, so they're frequently homosexual, and like most things are in nature, especially when hormones get into mix. Like they don't care. There are frog orgies that exist of just male frogs competing for a female in the center. Oh, I guess yeah, because the tadpoles wouldn't have genders. But are those technically frogs or are those gender fluid tadpoles? Sorry, that's a semantic. I'm being an asshole. Don't argue over semantics, kids. It'll get you in trouble. Yep, fish can do that. There's a lot of animals. There's actually some animals that can do both. Snails can do both, so they can reproduce with themselves. There's also a few species of lizards that can reproduce. The females can reproduce with themselves and basically genetically clone themselves. Komodo dragons are one. So Komodo dragons can basically clone themselves if they're a female. And there's also a type of like day gecko or something like that. I think it is, or house gecko. I can't remember what the exact taxonomical term is, but there's a gecko that is also safe. Or the female can reproduce with itself and basically genetically clone itself. And I say genetically clone because it is literally a carbon copy of her DNA. Yeah, nature's crazy sometimes, man. In some areas, males really aren't needed. Yeah, I love Jurassic Park, man. I'm such a dinosaur fan. If I did not know frogs can reproduce asexually, so they can lay carbon copy eggs just like day geckos and lizards. Like only one is needed to reproduce and into the thousands. I mean, it's not great for the gene pool, but it's still very interesting. Yeah, it may very well be maybe right. I haven't really done my deep studies on frogs yet. I know quite a bit about frogs, but not like the most, you know. Alligators definitely do die. Basically, there is a few types of animals out there that. So basically, every 7 years, your body regenerates cells, and your dead cells die, and you regenerate cells like every 7 years. I think it is. There are a few species of animals out there that don't experience cell death after an old age, because at old age it stops regenerating as well. There are a few species of animal out there that do not experience cell death, and I don't believe crocodiles are one of them. One of them would be lobsters, are are one, and there's a couple forms of jellyfish. So basically, the only thing that can get to them is disease or famine or competition. But I could be wrong on the crocodile department. I would love to be wrong. Yeah, alligators and crocodiles are not necessarily dinosaurs, though. Sorry, not to get. I'm getting into semantics again. Here I am. So crocodiles and alligators existed alongside dinosaurs, but they are not actually related to dinosaurs. Thank you. Dude, I have so many hyper fixations. I'm so autistic. And I mean that like seriously. I am so autistic. And I love it. I love being autistic. Thank you, Art Girl. We're getting close to this line work being done on the top. Yeah, it's mostly just why I know so much about animals and stuff is I'm so hyper fixated on animals and stuff like that. It's one of my biggest passions in life. I also really like plants and stuff like that, plants and bugs. So I could go on about animals all day. Do I have a name for the scorpion work? Not yet. Actually, I was gonna call him. I kind of wanted to call him Drip Dry. I thought that was kind of funny. Get it? Because he's all drippy. Yeah, Drip Dry. I just thought it was funny. You know, if you guys don't agree, that's allowed. Dude, me too. I love Steve Irwin. Robert's doing good in his footsteps lately. All his children are very, very much continuing on his goals. Yeah. I mean, like, the park is mostly run by Robert, and he does a lot of the stuff Steve did. And I should show you guys the other one for this week. This is the next one we're going to be doing. He's a little smoke demon. His smoke kind of travels around, so you're going to see like the smoke kind of billow over the border. I kind of want to see if I can make it a little visible through, so it'll be kind of like a hazy, almost like the eye here, where you can still see it through, but you're going to see the smoke. Sorry, just stop talking. They know what you mean. Smile and nod, boys. Or smile and wave. Whenever they use a different grain and they go sideways, it always makes the burning texture so much harder. But yeah, he's kind of a smoke demon. He's almost if there's any Pokemon fans out there, he was slightly wheezing inspired. I like wheezing. That was in my 20s. Yeah. Yeah, it's honestly on a just a no copyright radio for like heavy dark techno kind of stuff. It just kind of fits the vibe, and it's copyright free, so it can be played on YouTube. I still get copyrights struck all the time, but it doesn't actually, they're not actually strikes, so it doesn't matter. It just means I can't monetize my live streams right now. But we don't really have enough views and viewers anyway. That was a kind of a poor line, but it doesn't matter because it was on the inside and that whole part's gonna be black. Yeah, that's why. It's because of the wood grain. The wood grain. Sorry. Spontaneous singing. Yeah, but this whole thing's going to be black on the inside here, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just noticing this piece of the wood is so much harder to burn than the rest. Smog. That's why with wood burning, it's always very good to burn on the inside. So then you can always take away. You can't add. So when I had a custom job, what was the one I liked the most? So I have a buddy that really liked my art, and so he ordered some custom pieces for me. I did like a custom spooky chest piece and stuff like that. I've done a lot of custom pieces for family. Um, Honestly, I did a whole coffin line that were like actually openable coffins. My mom has one as well as like most of my family. And they weren't really necessarily custom. I mean, they were, but like they didn't ask for them. So I guess those are kind of my favorite is the ones that I don't have to be constrained by someone telling me what they want. Do I do the thumbnails first? Um, I don't know if I understand the question, but most of my thumbnails are just old pictures I've taken. Like I try to have most of the coffin collection has a coffin on the front of it. I kind of just switch it up as like different angles from my art. But they're thumbnails that I usually probably already have the picture of from Instagram or somewhere else that I posted it. I take glam shots of all my work, so some of it's just side angle glam shots. Welcome in, Dre. I think I do. I think I remember you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I kind of do random stuff for the thumbnails, so I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Yeah, no, this piece was hard. Is this one going to be as hard? No, it's a different texture. Look at the texture difference. Look at because this piece is different. That whole piece is a very different piece of grained wood than the rest. This has got a little bit of it, so this one might be a little difficult, but we'll see. Let's do the bottom real quick. There's not really anything on the bottom. I'm not sure if I should put anything on the bottom, but with the drips, the physics doesn't really make sense if I put anything on the bottom. Yeah, he's like a little poison guy. I like poison types and Pokemon and stuff like that, so I was very poison inspired. He's like dripping down. He's got poison everywhere. His tail kind of wraps around up top. It's kind of meant to have you see the top part. This guy is a good candidate for even just being like a table piece. You just put him on your table so you can kind of see the top. Like that looks sick. I might have to keep him out more often. Just once we finish him, have him sitting like that, because that's sick as hell. You can see the whole tail coming out like that. And then we'll have the black shading, all that kind of stuff. Hell yeah, I'm excited about this one though. Yeah, it's like a different grain. It was like the wood grain is the wrong texture. Could be from a different piece of tree. Could be just unsanded or planed. It could be extra rigid. I don't really know why. Yeah. I mean, so these guys are going to my show first. So if they do get sold at the show, I will have to inform you that they will be sold. But I mean, if you really want to sell, if you really want to get it, you could buy it from before the show, and I could like reserve it for you or something like that. But I'm probably gonna charge you a little extra if you do that. Right now, I was probably thinking about like 60, 80 bucks. probably on the $80 side right now. Make sure I'm in camera here. Yeah, it took like 10 hours. At that rate, I'm getting paid minimum wage, if that. Yeah, dude, wood burning does not take a short amount of time. Prices are according to the time taken. Like this guy back here is like 200. This guy's gonna be like 150. And I honestly don't think my prices are that high. The Scorpion's probably gonna be like 100, if not like 120. I'm foreseeing a bit more texture on this guy. I mean, this guy will probably be a bit cheaper because he's not as textured. Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like that's pretty good. 10 hours of doing this guy. It's a lot of burning to just get this whole guy done. I've spent over 30 hours on a piece before. Well over 30 hours on a piece. Like this guy here, he probably was at least 30 hours, if not 40. Not well, not 50. That's definitely a stretch. 30 to 40. How do I say buried? Buried. I guess I say A. Buried sounds weird. So I would say buried in wax. I got that West Coast accent. So we say mountain, button. You gotta be careful when you're doing stuff like this, like in line with your hand, putting pressure. Because if I was putting too much pressure and it slipped, I would go right into my hand. So you have to be extra cautious on when you're putting pressure on yourself and on the bit, because it could send you to the hospital. Yeah, I've definitely heard it buried before, but that's honestly that makes me kind of unnerved if someone says buried. Like right now, this is a very dangerous position. I gotta be careful. No worries. I mean, I'm down to answer weird questions sometimes. As long as it's stream safe, I'm totally down. I'll generally give an answer if someone gives me a question, and as long as it's morally correct, morally okay, not correct, I guess. I'm not gonna play the moral high ground. I'm just mean. Be nice is all I'm trying to say. I may not add that extra layer of drip in. We'll see. Well, that's just about all the line work for this guy. Should we hop over to the other guy, or should we? I mean, I'm kind of feeling a break right now. We're already an hour in, so major for tomorrow. So yeah, if you guys want to see this guy get burned, well, yeah, if you gotta go, then I mean, I get it. I gotta go too. Point being, we'll be doing this guy tomorrow on stream. I gotta go to work tomorrow, so it's gonna be a bit of a shorter stream, probably about an hour. Same time approximately. So if you want to see me do that, definitely hop on. Kind of give you the deal. We'll be doing the line work of this guy tomorrow, and then we'll probably start doing some background shading. Kind of make it like straight black like this guy. Kind of make these guys pop, and then we'll kind of come in and add some details and stuff like that. So, yep, sounds good. I appreciate everyone for showing up. I gotta go make myself some breakfast. Thank you. I appreciate that. Everyone have a good day. Have a good Sunday and be safe. Thank you, Kai. I appreciate that. Thank you for your company.